How is everybody?
Apologise greatly.
Oh yes, it's been a while.
What's going on here? Oh, there we go. So yeah, good evening everybody. We hope everybody is a-okay. Hope you can all hear us okay.
Oh yes, we'll be looking down because we've got the chat on our
As always,
phones.
we're still not professional here at Adventure Times UK.
Absolutely not. That's not who we are. We're not professional.
I think you guys would be shocked if we come on with like the best setup and was like, yeah, ma'am, like we've sorted it all out.
Oh yeah, no, we're still gonna have this background and yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure how I feel about the YouTube chat all of a sudden looking like Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, it's very strange.
Alright, so I'll come and say hi to everybody in the
yes, let's do the hellos.
chat. So we have Mr. Brew. Good evening, Mr. Brew.
Good evening, Mr. Brew. Talking of a brew.
Yeah, we also have Pixie Pixel. Good evening.
Oh, I've just thought about the mug that I've got as well.
Yeah, good evening, Fan Ventures. Barbara, hello. Pete's Toys and Tings. Good evening.
Toys and Tings, hello.
Okay, so we have Barbara says hi everyone. It's been ages. It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
has. It really has. Apologise. Pixie says been too long. Need our Lego fix soon, Hayley. I know. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was supposed to be one a couple of weeks ago.
So there is. I have got a build up now of Lego waiting to be built. But we were going to do Hey, and
I wonder if he's in there.
I had a bit of a because we started it, didn't we? And then I put it away and I can't remember where I've put it. So that is a little bit of a slight hiccup. However, it has just occurred to me where I may have put it. So we will try and get that as soon as possible.
We will.
We do also have one of the overarm things now with the phone down, so
it'll make it a little bit better.
Realistically, it probably won't be this week. Doubtful it'll be next week.
There is something exciting though happening next week.
Yes, we are going away.
We are
not gonna give any details. You have to wait and see. So maybe the week after the 13th. I know it's still going to be a while. I apologise, but we will get there. Pete says, you bet.
You bet, yes. Did you go, Pete?
Yeah, we didn't see you.
We didn't see you. But yeah, anybody who ever fancies being in the TV audience, it's good fun. It's a lot of waiting. But yeah, check the links because a lot of people are asking us, how do you be in the audience? Yes. Check the link in the description.
We'll always put it in the description.
And they're always free tickets as well.
Yes, they are. Barbara says we can hear you, see you. Please don't become professional.
No.
I guess it still brings us that little bit of personality to our lives, I suppose. How many subs away from 2K are you guys now?
I can't remember. It's about 5 or 6. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Yeah, the picture is still busted.
It is still busted.
Oh, you mean the actual picture, not the actual... Okay.
It is still busted.
Louis Theme Parks, good evening. Hope Merlin never leave Thorpe Park or Chessington.
To be fair, out of all the parks, I think the only one that I would say probably isn't safely under the bracket is probably Towers. But I don't think any of them will go in reality. I don't think any of the theme parks will go. But yeah. Fam said I came very close to buying an Ecto 1 fake Lego set. An Ecto 1? I don't know what that means.
No. Pete says wasn't there, been having bike problems. Oh no, it's a shame.
That is a shame. I must admit we did think you'd be there, but
these things happen.
They do happen, and we hope you get it sorted out soon.
Right, shall we get on what this live stream is actually about?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gutted.
Gutted, annoyed,
gutted.
But there is two sides to the story, which I think we should explore both sides, because there are some people that have the opinion of what we've got, which is disappointment, and then there's other people that are saying, well, maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's good that Merlin don't run those attractions and maybe someone else can run them better. Not that
but
they were really that bad.
But there is also some confusion as well about who's running what, in terms of like a couple of other Blackpool attractions, but we will get into that.
Shall we?
Oh, Barbara, a Ghostbuster Car Ecto 1. Oh, thank you so much.
Sorry,
thanks for the confirmation there. I had no.
Right.
And Louis says saw the ride is a lot smoother this year.
Yeah, I've never really found it that rough anyway. It used to give me a Gerst headache. And
it's the outside seats that are horrible. The middle's okay. And fam, sorry I'm late. No worries. Good evening. Welcome to the stream.
You mean Rex?
Yeah, Rex. What did I say?
You said fam.
Oh, sorry, I meant Rex. Sorry, hi Rex. And fam says, "Oh my god, guys, Ghostbusters." Yeah, I didn't know if it was a typo. Or... Yeah,
I don't know.
It's been a long week. Okay.
Anyway.
Yes.
Let's talk about Merlin.
Blackpool.
Let's get on to that. So the announcement. Let me get it up because I actually need to read it up. It said, please note, due to change in management from the 1st of August 2025, existing pass holders who purchase a pass on or before the 31st of July 2025 will have I was doing so well then. Will have access to the Blackpool Tower, Peter Rabbit Explore and Play, the Blackpool Tower Dungeons and Madame Tussauds Blackpool until... I've misread that.
Okay, in a nutshell, right, if you have a pass...
Yeah,
so if you've bought a pass between now and the 31st of July, or you have one that's been available, like, since before that. So basically, if you're a current pass holder, up until the 31st of July, you'll have access, like, if you brought it before the 31st of July, you have access to the Blackpool Tower, Peter Rabbit, Blackpool Dungeons, Madame Tussauds, until the end of this year. So basically, till the end of 2025.
Thank you.
Then from the 1st of January, it will no longer be on the pass. It will no longer be part of Merlin. Well, it won't be part of Merlin from July, but it won't be on the pass.
Yeah.
And then from the 1st of August 2025, any new and renewing Merlin annual passes and new monthly memberships will not have access. So if you buy your if you're thinking of renewing, or you're thinking you might get a pass, get it now so you have until the end of the year to do stuff in Blackpool. Don't miss out.
I mean, basically. For me, this is huge. What are Merlin thinking?
To me, it's a little bit... I hate it. I really do, because... It might shock some of you now, right? But originally, we got our passes because... Every time we go to Blackpool, we visit those attractions, like without fail, and we love going to Blackpool. So we would go to those attractions. And in previous years, what we had actually done, and it must have actually been pre-COVID.
Oh yeah, it was well before pre-COVID.
They used to have something called the Blackpool Resort Pass.
They did.
Where it was basically, you had all of those attractions on a pass, plus it was Blackpool Zoo. It was Sandcastle Water Park, the Model Village, and something else. I can't remember what the other thing is.
No, I think that was
it. But it was all on one thing, and it was about £50 for the week. Oh, and it had your transport on it
as well, yeah.
So it was great, and we fell in love with the attractions, and we come home and we were like, may as well get a Merlin pass. We didn't actually do it for the theme parks. Crazily.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, I suppose where Merlin are coming from is your value, and a lot of people feel this, your value is in your theme parks.
I don't feel this, and we have very different opinions on this, because you're definitely the theme park person.
For me, I can understand their point of view and their logic, because you're still getting four theme parks.
You are. However, you're not only buying a pass under the ploy of you're buying a pass for the theme parks. You're buying the pass with full access to all the dungeons in the UK, all the Madame Tussauds in the UK, all the Sea Life Centres in the UK, Legoland Discovery Centres as well, and all these little things. It all comes into part of your decision of buying a pass.
Yeah.
Now, for me, as somebody who obviously fell in love with the Blackpool attractions and then was like, okay, well, I'm obsessed with Sea Life, therefore Sea Life. So for me, I brought a pass for the attractions. Chris would have got it for the theme parks, and there are going to be that divide between people who have the passes and what they brought them for.
But I will just say, like, some people are saying, well, you know, I got the pass because of theme parks and stuff. Are theme parks worth the money? Our Merlin theme parks really worth the money? You've got no entertainment now. Food and drink is going up at an extortionate rate. Merch, especially at Alton Towers, isn't great.
Everything is going up and up and up.
It's like, how can you say you're getting good value for money? Because there's nothing...
Well, just going to the poll in the chat, the poll is exactly 50-50.
It's a difficult one, you know. It really is. Because if you live down south, like we do, I think they are still good value for money.
It is still good value for money, but for me, this has obviously made me question it 100%. And obviously with if you haven't seen our bet on a You Bet video, you'll see my new opinions on Hyperion, right?
We'll get on to that later.
Now, so if you think about all of the stuff that we've heard so far, then you've got Blackpool now, then they're potentially selling the Sea Life centres. Well, for me, it's no longer necessarily worth it. Like, with Hyperion not being great anymore...
Your opinion.
Yeah, but that is my opinion, and I'll explain why if you want me to, if you haven't seen the vlog. So that means Thorpe now, I won't really want to revisit until Fright Nights, because there's nothing there for me that I deem as re-rideable. Towers, we have just had no real push to go this year. Chessington at the minute is mostly construction update.
Build inside that you can't really. The walls are so high, you can't
it is
really.
What it is. And then you have obviously Legoland, and Legoland for me is always a win. No matter what, it's always a win.
To be fair, their event that they just had on the Lego Festival,
that was a really good event.
That was probably the best event that Merlin have done for.
Then you can't really judge Legoland under the brush of Merlin, because it's not solely Merlin.
No.
So there's the difference. You see what I mean? So Rex says, I bought a pass in the Black Friday sale last year for the theme parks. We're only halfway through the season. I already feel like I made a profit from it. It depends how you use it and how often you do things and stuff.
I think that's the thing. Like the theme parks, if you think about, like, say...
I think even if you've done the theme park once a month, you're always going to be a profit.
Yes.
Or even if you only done it like 3 times a year, if you go by the £60 like entry gate or whatever it is, you're still going to be in profit. But when you look at the entire package that you're being sold for the pass, that's where I'm starting to think, okay. And then obviously with theme parks as well now, stripping back entertainment, although they're going to be outsourcing it, have we really seen any entertainment come back? Not really.
Nope.
The Halloween stuff is now being, are we getting it, aren't we? Because it's on the website, then it's not, then it is.
Well, we'll get on to that again a bit later on.
So it's kind of like, you've been sold a big package of this is what you're getting in your pass, this is rah, rah, rah. And even if you've been a pass holder for years, you start to see the decline and the dilution, and that's my issue.
You're getting less as well. I mean, let's be fair, Alton Towers, they've had one new edition, Toxicator, which if you're not a flat person or spinny person, that's not going to be great. You're going to get kids, well, I don't even know what you'd call it, a coaster, I guess.
I mean, they're investing. But is it enough of a draw?
I don't think it is. I think Towers could be the next to be on the chopping block. I'm not going to lie that. I really do feel like they will be sold off if they can get a buyer.
I don't know. Fam says it hasn't been worth the money for a while. It's annoying that we still have to pay when theme parks are shut in the winter. Big whip. We get to go to the smallest zoo in the UK, Chessington. But the thing is, though, okay, so here's the thing, right? So, although the parks close during the winter, their other attractions don't. So you have the Sea Life Centre, so you have all the things in London, which is obviously Sea Life, the London Eye,
Madame
Tussauds, the Dungeons, Shrek Adventure, so you still got a lot just there. Then obviously you got the Sea Lives all around the country anyway, until they sell them off.
Yeah.
And then Warwick Castle as well is another one.
Yes, yeah.
So
you can.
Yes, it depends why you brought your pass. If you brought it solely for theme parks, then you need to make sure that you get your money's worth in the theme park season. Otherwise, yeah, I see what you mean.
They've kind of got you head over fist in some respects, because what you could do is you could cancel it come November. You could cancel your pass and then reinstate it like in March. But the problem with that is you'd have the signing on fee to pay, and that's for what, 50 quid?
But you can also only do that. This is how they get around that, though, because if you do monthly, you have to pay. You have to commit to the first 12 months, and then anything after that 12 months, you can then cancel.
That's true.
But there are cons with the monthly anyway, and the con with the monthly pass is if you renew, so if you're buying your pass outright every year, even if you renew, you get a new pack with your card and your new lanyard and whatever else. If you're monthly, you only get that on your sign up. So we've been monthly for 5 years, and we've been on the new platinum now, I think, for about 2 or 3 years. We've only had one welcome pack.
Yeah.
So it's a major con. But Platinums and Trophy, hello, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Chessington and Warwick Castle cancelling their Halloween events as well this year.
Hang on, wait. Okay, should we go into that?
Barbara, all I know is the pass is not worth it for me. I mean, yeah, you're not UK based. Although there are Merlin attractions in America. Is there not an annual pass in America?
I don't know, actually.
No, I've never thought about it.
Although if you're in America, surely you get a Cedar Point
pass,
wherever Cedar Park or wherever your major
We've never
American.
thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. Never thought about it.
You have way better theme parks than us anyway. We're always jealous. But anyway, shall we go into Chessington?
Yes, so Chessington.
Chessington obviously have updated their website. It says 2025 Adventures. I love how they do this. Obviously, there's no mention. Well, it does say in the top autumn, October. But when you scroll down,
but it did say spooky.
Sorry, yeah, but when 2025 here,
there's nothing.
There's nothing to say about Halloween. Obviously, you have Cocomelon Summer, Paw Patrol, Autumn Adventures, and then Winter's Tale. But there's nothing about Halloween until you scroll all the way down here, and there it is. So is it coming? Is it not? But then if you also will also take you to the opening hours for Chessington as well. If we scroll to October, should surely be open till 7 o'clock that it normally is, and it's not. And there's nothing around here that says Halloween.
It is looking a bit on the sketchy side, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie.
When you go November, see it says Winter's Tale.
I mean, it could just be that it is still fairly early in the year, but it is looking very, very sketchy. I'm not going to lie. Warwick Castle, if they got rid of their Halloween event, I think I'd be a little bit gutted. I quite enjoy it.
I don't know.
It is a little bit like you want more, but I think face value, it's actually a decent event. You do want more.
I think you have to go there with an insight of it's not lots of mazes. You don't go there to do the mazes. No. You go there for an evening out. So you have entertainment, you have bands playing, you can buy obviously alcoholic drinks, and there's 3 mazes and walk. I guess
it's more if you want like a Halloween night out, then you do Warwick Castle rather than let's do the mazes, let's get scared, bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, it's not like that.
So Barbara said there are no Merlin attractions near me.
No, I think they're in Florida.
They are mostly in Florida. And like California, I think.
Yes.
But I haven't had to do my research.
Luke O'Neill.
Hi,
hey
Luke.
to you both. Good evening, Luke. Thank you for joining us.
Hope you're all good. Apparently, this is the last year of Fright Nights. It better not be.
Ooh.
I swear to God, it better not be.
I mean, okay, so if that's the case, how is a Merlin or any of the Merlin parks
There'd be no reason
going
to go back.
How would you compete with Universal? I know Universal's still 5-6 years away. How are they ever going to compete with
I mean, look, unless it's going to be the last season of Fright Nights as we know it.
What, and then we get a family one instead? Oh
God, I hope not. No.
Well, they'll just say, we're going to make everything dark, like Hyperion. We'll still have the lights on. Hyperia, pitch black. Oh wait, we'll leave the lights on still.
The worst part for me, I think, if Thorpe got rid of Fright Nights, that's what Thorpe are best known for. It's Fright Nights. That's what they do best. If they get rid of that...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not looking great.
Richie, good evening. Welcome to the stream.
Good evening.
I agree that towers might be sold off to somebody like the Mac Group. Operations have really improved this year, which could indicate it might soon be sold.
interesting. I mean, we haven't been.
We haven't, no.
We do want to go, maybe, but it's just, I don't know. We've just got no urges to go up there other than to buy the new pins.
Thing is, this is gonna sound really bad, right? But currently, we're not really seeing anything good. And like, yeah, okay, the operations have improved a little bit, but it's like 2 to 3 hour drive, 2.5 hour to 3 hour drive for us. So do we want to spend that money on fuel and everything to get there, book a hotel as well, unless we're going to do it stupid in a day, to then get there and have a negative experience? Plus, I don't know. I don't know. It's just one. At the minute we're still very much like.
To be fair, I would rather spend our money on maybe doing Brighton or, you know, something down the south coast where there's lots of amusement parks than I would go into Alton Towers, where I've done all the rides. Okay, I haven't done Toxicator. I've done Ramesses Revenge.
To me, Toxicator is one that you want to do on a hot day with the water as high as possible.
Does anybody know? Has anybody been to Towers? Are they actually getting you wet now, rather than just saying, "Oh, here's a fountain, you don't get close to it"?
Yeah, I don't know. Luke said Chesterton Halloween last year had shocking opening times. It did, but it had some really good shows.
I mean, it's one of those that 7 o'clock. It's a family park, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be late.
Fam said, yeah, Sea Life. Not something I'm going to go to a lot, maybe once a year. Like most, we brought them for the theme parks and can still keep the parks open, just do maintenance on the rides one at a time. Yeah, I get that, but I don't know, it just depends on, I don't know.
I mean, that's the way that Universal, it's not when they come to the UK, that's what they'll do, you know, and that's how Disneyland Paris and all those other ones, they'll just shut the rides and they will let you know in advance to do the maintenance. The
difference with Universal is they know how to do a park, they know how to run a park, and in actual fact, it wouldn't surprise me if we have obviously we've seen the concept art, we know there's a few coasters coming, but it also wouldn't surprise me if there's a few hidden indoor dark rides that haven't quite got our attention yet.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Although actually, now we're on the subject of Universal.
Oh god, we're really going places.
Well, we haven't been live, so I can't tell you. Right, but everybody keeps saying about that Shrek heart. I'm telling you now, that is not Shrek. I'm telling you now. Said it from after I'd done my concept video or whatever we done. It's not Shrek. I think it's a caveat for something else. I think that's where Lord of the Rings will be, because it doesn't make sense to go from DreamWorks to Shrek, then round to Lord of the Rings.
Isn't DreamWorks Shrek?
Oh, I meant the Minions. No, DreamWorks as in like Minions and Pets.
Oh, okay.
Life of Pets or Home of Pets or whatever it's called. And then to go Shrek and then round. And the pathway changes as well, so doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I digress. Alphabet Chips, howdy, hope you're doing well. Good evening.
Thank you for joining.
We are good, hope you're all well.
We're getting
Emily, Coaster Bricks, hello. Welcome. Hi everyone, sorry I'm late, don't worry about it.
No excuses, come on, you should be on time.
I'm going to cancel my Merlin pass soon, what a joke. It is becoming a bit diluted. We sold this massive package and then, whoa! Plus, so they sent out an email, and this is what...
Would you like to read the email out?
This is what got me a little bit...
I'm sure most people have already received the Merlin email.
Yeah, they have sent out an email, but they done it...
tonight.
Literally maybe about an hour or so ago.
No.
A couple of hours.
5:05 I got it.
Yeah, so a couple of hours, right? So in the queue, there's an FAQ bit at the end. And it basically goes on about, the ins and outs of stuff. But it says, where is it? Sorry, I just got to go down it. Will I get a partial refund or a reduced future price on my Merlin annual pass or monthly membership from the 1st of January to reflect the reduction number of attractions available? Right, so this is a valid point. So if you buy one before it's no longer available, then halfway through your contract or your terms or whatever you want to call it, your membership, you are going to lose 4 attractions, 3 or 4 attractions.
Yeah.
So it's a valid point. The answer is no. No, from the 1st of January, there will still be a wide range of attractions across the UK which will be accessed using the Merlin Annual Pass and Merlin Monthly Membership, continuing to offer great value for money. That to me is a little bit contradictory.
I mean, it depends on how you view it.
We're taking some away, but you've still got a lot.
If you're new, if you're someone new getting your pass, like you want to go to the theme parks more, then it is still worth the money. You're saving yourself 30 odd quid every time you go. So as long as you go 3 or 4 times in the month, you make your money.
Yeah, but it depends. Again, it depends why you bought your pass. And then it says, so, which is my issue, so I'm paying more for less. Now, bearing in mind, the annual passes went up in price recently. We're still on the old price because we're on old contract. And I think it went up by around £3 a month.
Isn't it £22 or £23?
Yeah, it went up to like £22.99 or £23.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it went up for around £3 a month. While the affected Blackpool attractions will transition to new management, your Merlin Annual Pass will still give access to over 20 of the UK attractions, including Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Legoland, the London Eye and many more. We're committed to ensuring your pass remains great value and are focused on providing excellent experiences at our attraction for all of our guests, including you, our valued pass holders.
Do you really feel valued though?
But to me, right, okay, so could we not actually look at that as maybe there's potential that they are going to do something to bridge that gap?
They need to do something. Actually, funnily enough, talking about the London Eye, very quickly. They're celebrating 25 years of the London Eye, right? And you see all the adverts on social media, right? And they have fireworks and the red arrows flying over. But they're not actually doing an event. And every time I see it, I'm thinking, oh, it's a big celebration. They're going to put on like fireworks or something. No.
Oh, yeah, because on the website it shows like a Chinese dragon and stuff.
That's what I mean. Like you're expecting like maybe a date to have a celebration.
I mean, that would be cool, but you know.
No. This is Merlin. They can't afford it, can they?
I mean, we are now at 35% saying yes, it's still value for money, 65% saying no. Alphabet says, my mojo for Alton Towers is gone. Us two, basically. Rex Toxicator is still running Program Alpha, aka the dry mode. That's
interesting because they said they would turn that on in the summer. Mind you, I suppose the summer doesn't start till July.
I mean,
August.
you would think that they would kind of customise it on the days that are really hot. Because I would imagine, surely it's just a flick of a switch, isn't it? Surely.
Well, I'm not being funny, but like Fantasies Revenge, I know obviously this is more towards the end of its life cycle. But you never used to get drenched. It was like just like the water touching your hair, like in slow motion. It was a very strange feeling, but you never got drenched on it.
Coaster Bricks has just said basically what I felt as soon as I read the thing. Merlin are an absolute piss take.
Comes a beep.
Excuse my French, but I genuinely was so upset. Like, I love the Blackpool attraction.
I must admit, right, I was just walking back to the car from work, and I social media, and I saw it, and I was like, no, I rang Hayley straight away, and that was it. Fuming, Hayley.
Yeah. Richie said no, not getting wet. Good ride. Okay. Luke said it's awful to lose the Blackpool attractions, but good news for Blackpool tourism. All the best for them. Yeah, I mean, it's good that it's now local run.
Here's the thing, though.
The other thing that I've seen as well, actually, just saying that is, Merlin is saying Peter Rabbit, but when you actually go onto the Blackpool Council website and read their article about it, they mention nothing about Peter Rabbit. But what they do mention is that they, as in the council, have taken back the Sandcastle Water Park and they're running Showtown. So it does seem like Blackpool are definitely kind of homing in on, no, we want the money that's coming into Blackpool to go back into Blackpool, which is good, but
depends.
I'm
they
coming
need to
at it as a pass holder.
Yeah, they need as long as they come and do like their pass, like so you pay a set number of price and you can do all the attractions because that's worth it. It's annoying for us pass holders because let's be fair, you go up to Blackpool, you probably do the Pleasure Beach, and then the next day you probably do the Merlin attractions.
Well, we always make a week out of Blackpool, don't we? Monday to Friday. We normally do like the Merlin attractions, the Pleasure Beach, the Sandcastle Water Park. We always do the zoo. The zoo is a treasure. It's a hidden gem. And if we have time, we do sometimes check out like the smaller things like the model village and things like that.
I must admit,
that's generally our...
Next time we go up there, I do want to go to Southport.
Well, next time we go up there, I'm spending all the time in the Merlin attractions while I can. I'm still glad that Merlin still hold the Sea Life Centre, because I really would be gutted.
That is still one of the best sea life centres in the country.
Luke says it's awful. Oh, sorry, just read that. Platinums and trophies normally go to a theme park for my birthday. I chose a safari park instead. West Midlands instead of Towers in the middle of the trip. To Energylandia and Disneyland Paris for Halloween. Absolutely. The thing
sounds cracking.
Outside of Merlin, there are some great choices. And it's like this year for my birthday, we normally go to Towers for my birthday. This year we're obviously not, and it's been so hard to sit there and figure out what I actually want to do. We are doing something. Unfortunately, we won't be filming it, which is a bit of a shame. But we are going to be checking something out. We will post about it on socials, but that's about it. Yes. But yeah, there are some amazing choices outside of Merlin.
There really is, like amusement parks.
I miss Energylandia.
We do need to go back.
Halloween at Energylandia is really good as well.
Yes, and that the only dark ride they've got there, the haunted house. Do not be fooled by it. If you go during the normal season, it's rubbish. But you go at Halloween, it's not rubbish. And Hayley got one of the best jumps in there. And I wish I was filming at the time, because she nearly hit herself.
That ride at Halloween was the first time I heard Sean scream.
Yeah.
And we weren't even proper friends then. Adventure Dads UK, welcome to the stream.
Good evening, thank you for joining.
We do get to your comments eventually, I apologise.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree, Lord of the Rings will be there. 100%.
I'm glad 100%. You knew what that abbreviation was.
Basically, the amount of money I've paid out in months, we can't visit the parks. I bet we could buy a Universal annual pass easy. I don't know.
Have you seen how much they're charging for Epic Universe?
But you need to remember about pricing for the different countries. In America, they earn more and things like that. Whereas here we don't.
But you're talking about tourism still, though. They're charging about $139 a day ticket.
Yeah, that's a day ticket. But again, the American financial system is different to the UK financial system.
No. It doesn't. I understand that, but you're still talking about like tourism, right?
Yeah.
You're saying a theme park like that is worth £100 plus. I don't know how much.
Right.
£100 for a day.
But if you're a tourist, you're going knowing that that's how much you're going to spend. In America, that's a normal
theme park
price.
Is worth that.
Yes, it is.
No.
If you live in America, those prices.
Theme park is worth
those prices are normal prices.
Rubbish.
It's not rubbish. Google Disney. Google the other. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Sorry, we're having it domestic live stream domestic.
It's different.
Hang on.
I would probably expect to maybe pay around the £400 to £500 mark for an annual pass for Universal. Maybe.
Hang on, I'm gonna.
In the UK, not in America. In America, it's like $1,000. It's You using AI?
It's not coming up anyway. You can't buy a day ticket to Disney.
Well,
believe it or not.
It's just uncomfortable if you're a bigger person.
Oh, and Towers fan page. Good evening. Hi there. I got the email about it today, but if they are removing the attractions, they need to step up the other attractions. It's just so sad that Merlin are doing this.
So, from some of the articles that I've read, some say that it was the council forcing their hand a little bit, saying that no, we want these attractions back. That being said, I can't see how, if they're like Merlin-esque attractions, so obviously like Two Swords and the dungeons are like Merlin brand, if that makes sense. Does that mean then that they were just leasing it from Blackpool in the first place?
Actually, saying about the
dungeon. Or were they always owned by the council and then Merlin have just gone, okay, have it back? Don't know the full ins and outs.
What I've read or what I've seen is the buildings that those attractions are in are owned by the council. So
Yeah,
the
but
council
now it's
one.
going to be council-run Madame
But-
Tussauds and council-run dungeons.
That's the question that I think needs to be asked. If it's being run by the council, is it still going to be a Madame Tussauds? Because Madame
Well, this
Tussauds is owned by Merlin. If it's no longer under Merlin, how can they do Madame Tussauds or the dungeons? I mean, the tower's the tower. You can't really do anything about that. But
Oh yeah, but the dungeons at the towers was always a weird one for me, right? And it's the same with Warwick Castle actually. All dungeons in the UK are supposed to be included in the pass, except ones within attractions.
yes,
Apart from Blackpool Tower, because that was still included in your price.
yes.
So why did we have to pay for it at Towers, and why do we have to pay for it at Warwick Castle?
I think it comes down to Merlin being greedy.
Oh, well, I mean,
Let's be fair.
as I said that, it could be down to demand.
But think about come the end of Towers Dungeons, right? No one really done it. No one, because it was a waste of money. It was the worst. No, it was the worst dungeons in the country. It was. I'm sorry.
I actually really liked it.
I mean, it had a boat ride, didn't it? But it was all dark.
Yeah, but the thing is as well.
Although the Matey Boy splitting it off, that was quite cool.
I mean, don't get me started now, because all of the boat rides in all of the Merlin
They've all
dungeons
gone.
have now gone, including the one in Edinburgh, which is blasphemous. But anyway, yeah, we digress. Fanveg, even Andy said Hyperion was crap now. It is. It's such a shame. It is such a shame. Barbara, I feel so bad for you all. It's gutting. It really is.
I know. When you've got Top Thrill 2, we've got Hyperia. That's all I'm
Still
going to say.
bigger than the big one.
Yeah.
Richie Wiggins, we love you, Blackpool.
We do.
The 3 times we've been to Thorpe this year, Hyperia has been broken. Oh, I'm
That's-
gutted. Did you actually ever get to ride it pre the new? Yeah, it is pre, isn't it? Yeah, pre the new wheels, or have you not ridden it at all?
The way the comment says he hasn't ridden it at all.
Well, no, I just read that as.
Oh, this year. Okay, this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the new wheels have only been put on a month ago, if that.
Damn thumbs! I feel bad for you. Oh, they built a great coaster, then ruined it. Exactly.
Well, let's be fair, right? One of the selling points for Hyperia and
It could
what
just
was
be that they're still bedded.
is they had like, oh, it gives you X amount of airtime, and now they've kind of taken that away. What?
Exactly. You've got the best hang time like
Yeah,
ever, and
you've-
then phoom,
Yeah,
gone.
it's now gone. Yeah, we had 10 seconds of airtime, the most airtime in the country, and now it's like, no, we've now no longer got much airtime.
Sorry, we will catch up with the chat. Platinums and trophies might be Hyperion at this rate. Hyperion is great.
Hyperion is great if you're
That-
sitting in the middle seats. If you're sitting on the outside seats, it's a bone crusher.
They done so wrong with the theming for Hyperion. Like not with the theming, but with the brand that they went for with it. Now you'll understand if you've never been to Energylandia before,
I
and
think
it is
they
your
may have changed that now, I'm afraid.
if it's your first time, yeah, but even so, when you look, especially at the station and walk into like as you go into the building and then walking up to the station, it screams PlayStation. It screams it. You'll understand what I mean if you've ever played a PlayStation game. You'll understand what I mean. I want another fun fact, Chris. Currently, we're living in an ice age, but we're living towards the end of an ice age.
Okay.
I'm not sure about that.
I
but
don't know
sure.
about that one.
Sam. Good evening,
Good
Sam.
evening, Sam.
Welcome to the stream.
Sorry, I'm late. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Slack him.
Can I get a bully recap?
Oh, God.
By the way, Merlin Pass, I don't think it's worth it anymore if you're north of the Midlands. Yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? I can just imagine the amount of people that live near to Blackpool that have the passes for that very reason, and they're all now going
Let's be fair, right? If you live anywhere like there, Liverpool, anywhere around that area, right? Towers is probably about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive away, if that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the Blackpool things. That's like loads of attractions just in that area that you can do. And
But
now you've only got Towers. Well, I'm not being
sea life.
Well, and Sea Life.
I don't.
But Sea Life, come on, you're not going to drive all the way to Blackpool just to do the Sea Life, are you? No, you wouldn't.
Yes,
No,
would.
you wouldn't.
I've driven to Blackpool for less. You know it.
Okay,
as well.
well, you might.
You
but
know it.
most. I was nearly going to say
You
something
know
else.
it. I drove all the way to Blackpool for a horror cast.
Oh yeah, you did.
I
Most
didn't
people,
film.
most people did. Most people wouldn't. Yeah, you've now got nothing, and it's just like, they may as well sell towers, really. Just sell it to Blackpool. I don't know. Blackpool Council could take over it.
Well, I don't, because if I have to start paying for sea licenses, I'm going to be gravely disappointed, and Merlin will no longer be getting
It's
my
all
money.
right. I'll just take you to a garden centre. There's loads of fish tanks in there. It's the same thing.
Speaking about,
Oh yeah, we
Anyway.
that was our win. We managed to get a picture on Instagram shared by Rylan Clark.
oh, you did. That's crazy.
We did.
DJ Rob Davison, good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
to the stream. However, you have caught us right at the very end of the stream. We
Yes.
are coming to an end.
By all means, if you haven't got anything to do for 1 hour and 45,
Yeah,
you
if
can
you've
watch it on playback.
You've got time to waste.
If-
Feel free. It beats Netflix, guys. We love watching and chatting to you guys. Sod it. Have dinner while live. I mean, we could, but
That would be boring.
I'm
We'd
not-
run out of things to say.
yeah. I mean, I'm not very confident eating in front of people. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not very professional.
We're not.
We've got a light. You can probably just see it there. Look, there's a light.
I mean, we could always do like a come chat with us, come chill with us live. Like where like maybe I do some Dynamite and you just talk to us, and Chris does whatever he wants to do. Just like a casual. That being said,
I do need to start my Planet Coaster series. How bad can you make a theme park?
And also, if you're not in our Discord, why aren't you? But if you ever just want to chat, just go in the Discord and say, "Does anyone want to chat? If we're free, we will come and talk."
And I am very active as well in there. So if you do,
I do see, but I don't really.
I will always try and reply back.
DJ said, "Oopsie, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If there's anything you want to know, anything you want to ask, go ahead and we will answer it before we go."
Oh, I think you are in our Discord. So if you have an opinion on Merlin and you want to share it in there.
Yeah.
When are you doing another live vlog?
It will probably be in a couple of weeks because we can't do any more this week. We might be able to squeeze one in this week, but there's no guarantees.
I don't know what we're
next week. We've got a hell of a lot on, and then we're going on a mini trip next weekend, I think it is. So it will be after that, which I believe is the week of the 17th.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Will be our next one.
There may be a vlog out this weekend. We haven't got anything planned, but
we haven't got anything planned.
We'll try and do something.
We're
possibly.
Spontaneous. Anything can happen.
We are.
Question is, Chris, are we doing Discord tonight?
I'm going to say no because it's 9:20 already.
That's all
and
good.
I've got work in the morning.
All good.
Postman Pat needs to go and see Jess.
Any last comments, questions, concerns before we head off? Hopefully there's no concerns.
No, you sound like a meeting now. A meeting adjourned. Oh, God. So, for context, I just hit the table and Haley's phone fell down.
Pennywise! I hope none of you are scared of clowns. I'm so sorry. Probably should have done a trigger warning before then. But yeah.
Just quickly before we go, why is it not working? My community page isn't working. Can you get your community? There we go.
It's still tied.
It's still tied first. There we go. With Stephen Masters trailing in. I'm going to say second with 100 XP. It doesn't matter. It means diddly squat.
Tacti Luke is third. Who's Tacti Luke?
There we go.
Hello.
Thank you for watching.
Yes.
He's probably given up watching hours ago.
Probably.
Right. Well.
Yeah.
Hit the like button.